guys, and welcome back. So today we are installing my wig that I purchased from Luv Me Hair Collection. I've had this wig for like 4 years. I just shampooed it and flat ironed it and everything, and now it's time to put it on. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my Nude Stocking Cap. This is what I am going to use to make that barrier along my hairline, so when I lay my wig down, it will be giving the illusion of scalp and skin. All right, so while doing this, you need to make sure that you're trying to get this stocking cap flat as possible on your hairline, because once you start spraying the wig adhesive down, the stocking cap can shift. So please, please, please make sure you have it flat as possible before applying that wig adhesive spray. Now it's time to melt my stocking cap. And what I'm basically doing is I'm just going to spray along my hairline, just a decent amount to make my stocking cap adhere to my skin. I am also prepping my stocking cap so I can know exactly how far I want my wig to lay on my hairline. So a trick to keeping your stocking cap flat while you're applying your adhesive on your head is cutting insertion holes in the side of the stocking cap where your ears can go. This helps keep your stocking cap down along the edges of your ear. Now that we have made our insertion holes to make this stocking cap flat, I'm just going to work that lace spray into my stocking cap until it dries to adhere to my hairline. We're going to finish melting down the rest of our stocking cap along our hairline to prep for our install of our wig. If you guys haven't done so already, can you please make sure to like this video and subscribe? Enjoy the content. Now that I have sprayed my adhesive where I want it to go, we are just going to blow dry our hairline on a low temperature just to get that stocking cap dried so it can melt down properly. So I had to apply a bit more spray because it was kind of lifted a little bit by our ears. So we want to make sure that that's fully flat before we install our wig. So we're just going to do that and then complete the process of blow drying. So now it's time to install our wig. But first, I need to find placement as far as where I want it to lay on my hairline. So this kind of piggybacks on where I sprayed my lace spray on my stocking cap, because that's how far I want my wig to lay on my hairline. So now I'm just going to go in and place it there to see exactly what it will look like before actually gluing it down. Okay, so now that I know the placement where I want my wig to lay, I am going to go in with a coloring pencil. Yes, a coloring pencil. Don't butcher me. I couldn't find my barbering pencil, but this will work even better. Yeah, I'm going in with my coloring pencil and I am going to make guidelines of where my wig shall lay. And once I get those lines on my stocking cap, this will give me a guide of where I need to spray my lace glue. Now that the guidelines are put down, now we are going to pin our lace frontal back so we can go ahead and cut off that extra lace cap that's around my hairline so I can install my wig. When doing this process, please be delicate when lifting up your lace and cutting along your hairline. You want the areas that you spray with the lace spray to stay flat. So try not to pull at your lace cap as much when you're cutting off the extra amount of wig cap. Now that that's out the way, we are in the process of applying our foundation to our stocking cap. This technique is normally done before the wig is actually applied to the client's head. This technique is meant to blend the stocking cap to the client's skin tone. So this is what we're basically doing. We're just applying foundation on the top of this stocking cap. The way that you apply the foundation really just depends on what type of wig that you have. You have a 360 wig, you have a U-part wig, you have a full frontal wig. So it really just depends. Luckily today we will only be installing a U-part wig. So I'm only going to apply it to the top of my hair where my part will lay and a little bit on the side. Okay, so the product that I'm using today is Eben's Lace Wig Adhesive Glue. We are going to use this to adhere our wig to our hairline. So basically what I'm going to do with this product is I'm just going to apply small amounts of this glue around my hairline and then I'm going to spread it out with my tail comb. Doing this is creating an adhesive barrier around my hairline where I will then lay my lace wig on top of. Once this is done, we are going to blow dry this to let it dry. And you can apply a second coat if you like. It's definitely optional, but for me, I don't want this thing on all day. I'm just going outside with my husband, so I just want it on for a couple of hours and I want to be able to take it off when I get home. So we're going to do one coat. So after we flatten out our lace glue, we're going to blow dry this until it is not white anymore. And then we should be good with installing our wig. So I decided to go ahead and apply another coat of our lace glue because I am a sweater and I tend to get hot around the forehead area and I have oily skin and I want to make sure that this wig stays down. So I am going to apply another barrier of this lace glue to make sure that my wig is secured after install. And we're just repeating our blow dry step. Now that we got that out of the way, we are going to apply our foundation inside of our wig, which will be applied to the lace that's on the scalp. This is done to give off the same look as our stocking cap, which is created to make an illusion that it looks like scalp or that your wig is coming from the scalp. All right, so I have a red flag moment. The glue that I applied to my hairline, it is not turning translucent, which it should be doing. It should not still be white. And especially if I'm advancing it with a fan or a blow dryer, it should not still be white. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it, but we might have to try another method. Another method that doesn't involve all of this arm work. Okay, so I'm going to try to adhere my wig to this adhesive glue that I did put down. We're going to see if it connects. All right, so at this point, I have decided that I am going to try another method because this glue is not doing what it needs to do. I found out that it was expired. Yes, expired. So this is just a lesson learned. Read all of your products before using them. There is always an expiration date on the products, and if it is not, don't purchase it. If you have something at home and the expiration date has faded away, my current situation, don't use it, okay? Okay. So I'm in preparation of taking this glue off, and I am going to try to use my bonding spray instead. So to remove this residue glue, I am going to use some alcohol and a white rag to wipe it off. I'm making sure to do this delicately because I don't want to lift up my stocking cap that I have melted down already. So I will be using my Edin lace melt spray, and this is what I'm going to use to lay my wig down. All right, so we have laid our wig down in the designated areas where I sprayed my melting spray. So now I am just going to comb through the perimeter of my wig to make sure that all the hairs are going in the same direction and none are matted down from the glue, so we can get ready to put our band on. Doing this also helps the bonding glue adhere to the lace of the wig so that it can attach better. Now that I've done that, I have put my band on and I am just using my blow dry to enhance the bonding method so my lace and bonding glue can melt a bit faster. I just use this on a cool heat. You don't need to have it on a high warm heat. Cool heat will be fine. We're going to leave this band on for about 10 to 15 minutes to get the ultimate melt. Now that I have removed my band, I am going to go through the front of my lace to see exactly what areas have adhered to the bonding spray and what areas have not. And we're going to reapply some bonding spray and reapply our band. So I'm going to take this time to go back through my frontal and comb down all of my hairs to make sure that they're all going in the same direction, that none twisted or turned in the process of having that band laid down. Then after I do that, I am going to reapply my band for about the same amount of time, and we should be good to go after that. We're going to do that one last blow dry and we're good to go. Okay, so here's my wig all installed. I purchased this wig from Luv Me Hair Collection about 4 years ago. So as you guys can see, it is still in good condition. This specific unit was a U-Part Wig HD, and it had a blonde highlight with it. Came plucked already. Please check them out. Check out their website. They're always running promotions around this time, around any time. They're very reasonable. Well, you guys, that wraps up our tutorial for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial because I know I did. And if you did, also like, follow, share, and subscribe to my channel for all your beauty and hair needs. I have more content and more lessons to teach you guys. So tune in. Until next time.